Breakfast of champions, baby. I got a hot dog and a Coke.
All right, y'all, we are back for round 2. Got Zach and got the boys out there. They're already setting up the hand lines. Yesterday when we were here, there were people lined up the seawall. Now we've got it to ourselves. And what's cool about this today is we're going to get to do a bunch of different things. Like we're going to hand line, then we're going to use these box traps that you put a piece of bait in here, and when all of a sudden you whoop, pull it up. So we're going to try that. And then this is called a half trap. We'll use half traps and full traps. And I just went and bought a bunch of Spanish sardines for bait. You guys, this is Jessica. She's friends with everybody. She's here crabbing with us. All right, so Jessica's cutting off all the little tags. We're baiting them. The boys are setting them out. And as soon as we get all the pots set, then we're going to start using the hand lines and the little box traps. It's flat, calm, very little wind, not a cloud in the sky. This is what life is all about. Got me a puffer, y'all. That's not a really good sign. I expect the crabs to be on it, not puffers. Okay, so the traps have been soaking for about an hour now. And what I want to do is we're going to start at the back, check all the traps, and see, are there more crabs up in the front, or are there more in the back? If it's all about even, then we'll just put them all out, back out where they were. But if we see more in one side or the other, then we'll sort of stack the traps up to get more crabs. We got one female. We got a crab, y'all! We're not getting a lot of crabs, but we have one female and one stone crab, which maybe that means the crabs are out here. Who knows? Oh, nothing. Okay, so we checked all our traps. 0 crabs. 0 keepers. Look at this. Look at this. I saw that black knot easing by and was like, that's all mullet. We got enough bait to do whatever we want now. Look at the mullet. If this doesn't work, nothing will work. Are you guys okay? Alright, so that's a female and a little stone crab. We don't keep the female in the stone crabs around the season. Got some crabs here. Nice big jumbos. Today was a crazy day, and I'm not one to vent, I'm not one to complain. I've grown up my whole life not complaining. this morning, well before daylight. Drove up here about 2.5 hours. And I met with Brenden and Zach and Jessica. Wanted to do another crabbing video. They've never used crab traps, so I brought some traps from a buddy of mine and my wife. Clearly, I have found out today that I can't do that. Now, I also want to say, we didn't leave the traps. We just put the traps in the water and we're standing there, like we were all around the traps. The plan was to set the traps, catch a pile of crabs, and cook enough crabs so that everyone along the seawall could come to the back of my truck and enjoy crab and have a good time. Well, about halfway through the day, big huge storm is blowing up, lightning all over the place. They make the boys jump into the water and swim all the traps up because the way the seawall is set up, we were fishing for a few hours. This isn't like we're leaving them overnight. We're sitting there looking at the traps. When we pulled the traps out for them, we started catching a few crabs, so we were excited about that. And we're actually going to cook them here as soon as I get done telling you everything happened. These are my 5 traps right here. That may not be the most beautiful R, but that is a legible R. That's a fact. I'll also show you that all my traps have an R on them. Every single one of my traps have an R. Okay, R. Again, it's not the best R, but it's clearly, if you're looking at a trap, you know that's an R, which stands for recreational. That is as well as an R. Here's my name and my phone number. Robert Arrington, my phone number. Same thing, I'll show you all of them. All have Robert Arrington and my phone number. And they give me a $401 fine because I don't have my address on my trap. My only reason for coming up here was just to have a good time and catch some crabs with kids. We weren't scattering traps all over the creation, which I could have brought my skiff up here and scattered them all over. We were sitting on the seawall having a good time, and it's crazy how I got a $401 fine over this. My point to all y'all, if you're crabbing, make sure you have a legible R on your buoy. Your buoy has to be a minimum of 6 inches, which mine are. Make sure it is a legible R. On your trap, make sure it is perfectly legible, that you have your name, your address, and your phone number. Because if you don't, I promise you, as I am living proof, you will tote a fine home with you. So, that's all I got to say about that. I'm sorry, but I promise you, I didn't come up here trying to break the law, be a criminal. I came up here having a good time with a bunch of youngsters, showing them how awesome the outdoors are, showing them how awesome it is to catch something, clean it, and cook it. And so you guys, Jessica, Reeve, everybody out there at Deer Meat for Dinnerland, I love all y'all. I apologize. This is not typical, it's not normal, and let's get to cooking, because I'm tired of talking about it.
Now all the running at us. This is how we take about 10 minutes. Would you?
We got fire, boys and girls. Hey, even on a down day, keep your spirits high. I go and buy this thing thinking I was going to steam the crabs, but I don't have a lid. And if you're wondering what's in my mouth, they're sunflower seeds. I love sunflower seeds. So we're going to have to boil these things somehow or another. When life throws lemons at you, catch them, cut them in half, squeeze them, make lemonade. We'll just take some Everglades heat, doctored up. Get a bunch in there. That's Zatarain's crab and shrimp boil. Just about that much. Here we go. There's 4 or 5 garlic cloves just cut in half. Throw them in the Love Potion. And then to give your boil nice little smoky flavor, we're going to put some beef, little smokies in there. Probably the most important thing you can put in your crab boil is a little distilled white vinegar. That I don't know what it does, but it makes them a lot easier to peel, and it makes the meat sweet.
Burn like a mother.
Do all y'all like corn?
Oh yeah, I can eat corn all day long.
Throw some corn in there. Alright, so Reese is going to attempt to cut the watermelon with a 3-inch knife. Ooh. That is pretty. This is what my old buddy Zach teaches me. He said throw the squeezed lime in your boil.
So I'll give a little bit extra flavor, a little bit of zing on it.
Never too old to learn. That's real good watermelon. Everyone look away, because they're going in a hot pot. Alright, do you add butter to this?
Nope, just a simple lime sauce with pepper, salt. That's about it. Lime, pepper, and salt.
So you crack the crab and dip it in that?
Yep.
That's even better for you than butter.
Boys, this is going to be good. That's a good cook right there.
Hey, there's your plate, Zach.
Thanks, sir.
Alright, let's do this. Woo, look at that big dog.
Tasty.
Show me how you eat a crab.
Alright, so pretty much first off what we're going to do is start off by pulling off the apron. I mean, since they're cooked, it's going to be easy to pull it right off. Then, pretty much just like you clean it right before it's cooked is you pop it, the shell right off like that. Then, for me, I personally don't like eating the guts. My parents do, so.
Gut eaters.
To each his own, but I pull all the gills, or lungs as people call them as well, and I pull that off. Get rid of the claw, so it makes it a little bit easier. Then you just pop their mandibles off, get rid of all of that gunk right there, and then just like that.
Oh, he's so full of meat.
Oh yeah, it's packed full. One thing that we've also noticed that is during the full moon, they actually have less meat for some reason. For some odd reason, they have less meat. So
Probably because they're molting.
yeah, that could be also a possible factor. All right, what I do is I press down like this, make it a little easier to separate it, pop it all out like that.
Jess, do you like crab? Come here.
I think it's first dibs.
Oh yeah. Here you go. Nice big fat crab. I've never seen a lime sauce. That is so good. Taste that. Have you ever been crabbing before, Jessica? This is your first time. So her Did you have fun at least? Good. On July 26th, that's the Wednesday night of mini season, me, John, Sarah, the baby, Uncle Larry, Joey, Stacy, Carlita, Riley, we're all going to be at Boondocks in Summerlin Keep. It might be on Ramrod Creek, but we're going to be down there at Boondocks Bar and Grill from 5:30 to 8. And there will be a number in the description below if you want to call an RSVP. We're just going to have a big time. We're going to have a big buffet. It'll be like $20, $25 a piece for adults and like 10 or 15 for kids under 16. And we're just going to have a great time. We're going to have the RV there, and it's just going to be a great time where I can meet a lot of y'all. And so if you want to come on. But be sure to RSVP so we know who's coming, so we have enough food. All right, y'all. It's all picked up, cleaned up here. Now we're heading over to the bridge. All you see everywhere is monofilament. That monofilament finds its way into the water and becomes a death trap for everything. This is the kind of stuff that constantly makes it into the water. Then you get the videos, turtles, birds, and everything else flying wrapped around their neck. Alright, we're heading home. Alright, you guys. Zach's been fishing that seawall for many, many years, over 15 years. And he said it gets disgusting with how much trash gets left on the ground. And so he was so eager to go over there and start picking up trash. And I want to say to all of you, Reeve's sitting right back there, Zach, Brenden, Jessica, and John, who's running the camera. It was an honor being with y'all today. It was an honor seeing how awesome y'all were and how you wanted to jump up and help. All the kids out there in YouTube land, don't worry about what naysayers and people around you say and do. Do what you know is right. And you know what? Yeah, I got a ticket today for not having my address on my trap, which is ludicrous, but I was there for the right reason, and I will do that a million, although I'm going to fix that. I'm going to continue doing stuff like this with kids and with people who don't have that opportunity. This is what my life is all about, and I thank all y'all for being a part of my life and a part of my channel and knowing who I am, the highs, the lows, and all the in-between. Love you, and I'm gone.